Today in meditation, I was reflecting, I was journaling, and I came across this message that has been a theme in my life recently that I just know will help the collective. And I prayed before this video that it finds the right people, the people that need to hear this message, and that this message is really going to resonate with. This topic is something that I know that we all go through, and I know a lot of us don't know how to properly reflect about it. When you look at it from this perspective that I'm going to share with you today, you're going to see why things happen the way they do and why people are in your life for only a season. Like the seasons, people pass you by. We are constantly morphing into different versions of ourselves that bring us closer to our authentic self, to the physical representation of your soul. When we no longer need them to bring us closer to our truth, we part ways. It is never to be taken personal. Our mission is just complete with each other. We taught each other what we needed in that moment, but also like the seasons, they always return, whether that be energetically, physically, or both. Energy never dies. The past is an echo of energy. The past, present, and future is all happening at once. Because of that, the energy we exchange will always live on. Appreciate the energy exchange for what it was in the moment and let it go. Be free. Let the energy flow. After all, it can never be destroyed. It is always there to access. Energy flows to where attention goes. Pay attention to what you do want, and it will grow. Wow. I don't know about you guys, but this message just really hits me to my core. I've been feeling myself changing a lot internally. As that's happening, I see my external world changing at such a rapid pace that I would have never thought before. My grandma just passed away a few days ago, and I was just thinking about how I'm never going to see her again. I'm never going to speak with that person that I knew, and she had Alzheimer's, so before she died, she was never the version of herself that I knew before that. And I was kind of just mourning the fact that I'll never see that version of her that I loved so much ever again. She was there for a season of my life, and the things that I learned in that time, it's exactly how I needed it and when it needed to happen. I just think life is so perfectly designed. This is why I believe in God. This is why you can't convince me otherwise, because everything is so perfectly aligned in order for us to be alive, in order for the ecosystem to work. Like there's a function, a perfect design behind everything. And in that same way, so is your life. We are a divine source of energy. This divine source of energy wants to express itself in the physical as authentically as possible. It goes through different metamorphoses, each time moving closer to what it actually is. And so as we're growing and evolving on this earth, we are growing closer to our authentic selves. We have this calling, this mission, and a destiny. In order to get there, you need to come across certain people. They need to teach you things. They need to give you opportunities, make you see things a different way. And as we're morphing into these different versions of ourselves, we're aligning with different kinds of people. The people that you have in your life in that certain point in time are exactly the people that you needed to get you to that next phase. So it makes sense that as we're growing into different versions of ourselves, some of those people are going to be removed from our lives, and we're going to connect with other people. And each time, because we're becoming more authentic, we're bringing in the right kind of people into our lives, the people that are our soul tribe, that are meant to be in our life. Never be sad when you see that people aren't in your reality anymore, people that used to be very close to, people that you don't talk to anymore, and you're like, oh, I wonder what happened. They were exactly what they needed to be in that moment in time, but your soul knows that they're not necessary in this season of your life. When our soul no longer needs these people to bring us closer to our mission, we part ways. Everybody in your life is helping you evolve. We're helping each other. We're coexisting together. That doesn't necessarily mean that they'll never come back at a different point in your life, but they always come back in the season that they need to, in the season that your soul needs for that next step, for that next evolution. I realize that people always come back, not always physically, but sometimes energetically. Like you'll be getting thoughts about the past, or you'll suddenly be reminded of them in different ways, or you'll meet somebody that looks very similar to them and like has a similar energy. energy is something that never dies. And that's why I think like what we create with other people and like the memories and the experiences, it's something that's never gonna die. So when they're not in your physical reality, just know that it will always exist. Let it go and let it flow. In this season of my life, as I'm growing more authentically into who I really am, I am learning to let things flow a lot more, let things be, because what is for you is for you. It's gonna find you. It will match with your energy. And I just think that the longer you try to force something into your life, you're prolonging what is actually meant for you. If you just release and let things be what they are and let it go, it lifts this huge weight off of your shoulders, because you realize I'm in control of my life. I'm not in control of what other people do. And that's okay. What's mine is gonna find me. I don't have to force people to want to be in my life or force opportunities to be for me if they're not actually going to be, because at the end, it's all happening to get me to that next step in the next season of my life. And just know that you're in the right place at the right time. As long as you live authentically, you are true to yourself and have genuine intentions, I really believe that you will find your path, you will complete your mission, it will unfold in front of you. Life is beautiful in that way, because there's like this energy that's manifesting into the physical, and it's just showing up as it is. I want to remind you that where your energy goes, that will grow. So if your energy is focused on, oh, this person's not in my life, like they must hate me, this and that, you're feeding those negative thoughts. You're setting up a blockage in your life that is not letting that natural flow and bring you opportunities that aren't meant for you and people that aren't meant for you. Literally anything that you focus on, that's what is going to grow. In this video, I really want to remind you to focus on what you do want and don't linger in the past feeling regret or feeling lack, because the right opportunities and the right people are coming into your life. I really believe that, and I know that if you found this message and you resonated with it, I know that it was meant for you, because I set my intention. And I would love to hear what you guys thought about this message, if it resonated with you, maybe something you want to share about what's going on in your life. I would love to hear all about that in the comments down below. I really want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Love you guys. Bye.